Okay, you guys. Hopefully you guys find this. That was really weird. So I had 100% battery charge when I started my live chat. And we were not that long into the live chat when all of a sudden I brought out my FERPA and my cell phone just it blacked. Like it went totally dead. It didn't even give me the warning that it was at 10% power. My phone literally blacked. It just I told you guys that thing was powerful. I always said that was trippy. Yeah, so woo. Hopefully everybody finds their way back over here. Um Well, then I will just talk about it, okay? Maybe it doesn't want to be on television right now, so I'm going to close the case because I don't need it sucking the power of my house. And there, you guys can just look at it as the case. Good God. All right, that was pretty crazy. Greenhouse says we're all leaning forward to get a better look into the box than black screen. Yeah, I literally went to take it out and the phone just went boom. And I was like, what? And I'm like trying to turn my phone on and it was like there wasn't enough juice to turn the phone on. It was at 100%, I'm telling you. There's nothing wrong with this phone. It hasn't done anything like that before. It's not that like I got a glitchy phone or something like that. So then I took out my battery charger and I plugged it in, and then it was at half power all of a sudden. And so like the power is doing some weird thing on here. Felt the surge, then 8 a.m. no, or bam, no feed. Yeah, just that was kind of weird. So right now I have my phone plugged into my outlet here so that we can avoid any more hassles. Okay. So yeah, that thing is intense, people. So I went online, and as I like to scour YouTube, and I decided I wanted to learn how to use the FERPA because I have a pretty good feeling like I should be working with it, and I should be working with it to, you know, if my mission is to help balance energies as a healer, you know, either balancing energies within the body, you know, thus healing people, and balancing energies in the earth. Laughter in the Woods is here. Hey! Yes, Missy, I'm back. I've had to close the case on the FERPA because I have no explanation how it could just shut my phone and everything down like that. That was pretty crazy. So anyway, so I was learning about, hey Sammy, you missed that whole crazy experience. I was recording and then my phone went blank. Like the whole phone's battery dead, just everything boom, 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 boom. Right when I was showing a object that I bought. And then, so I've had, so this is live chat number 2. This is part 2, continues. So yeah, so I was kind of like learning like how to use it, and hello Spirit plus Mercury retrograde. Yes. And it felt like it really resonated, like, oh, like that's the feeling and the imagery I was getting for when I was cleaning those, like clearing the house for that really nice couple, is kind of how that FERPA is meant to be used. And I was like, okay, so I have this feeling like it was calling to me all night long, like to start using it, you know, to start healing people, to start healing the earth, start clearing energies. And I swear to God, since I brought it into the house, well, first I decided, you know, because people had suggested that I do more spirit box sessions, and I was like, oh, well, that's cool. So maybe I can get something from, you know, first I did a spirit box with the crystal skull, you know, Edward, and then I did one with that, and the energies got really weird, and the spirits that were coming through seemed like they had an easier time talking, but it was like feminine spirits, and they were just like, hey, how are you, and just like really nice, really kind spirits. Yeah, that will definitely clear a house. You know, but then after that, as I'm walking around, you know, you guys know, I'm always feeling spirit. I know when they're behind me. I know when they're, you know, in the general vicinity. And sometimes, you know, there'll be one mischievous one. I'll be like, hey, shoo, shoo, shoo. And, you know, it goes away. But it seems like everywhere I walk in the house, it's totally clear. Like, it's like, I don't know. I'm not trying to be like, I'm like the super cool person or something. Totally not like that. But as I walk into rooms, I could feel it instantly clearing, and I could feel like there's some weird shift in my own energy where it's like I'm walking in, and it's like if there was something there, they have like backed up, and they're like, whoa. So I don't know what the heck is going on, and I don't think the spirits know what the heck is going on either, because they're like, we're Audi 5000. So I'm like, okay, so this is probably the most still my house has ever been, but I could feel this intense energy, but it's not spirits. It's just, it's emanating from that. And now it's like, I feel like it's my energy too is kind of shifting and getting kinds of interesting. So I decided, on Bella's request, Bella Lacrone said, you know, don't forget to do your sit-down meditations. And although I do like little mini meditations throughout the day, sometimes I lack on doing like a really deep nightly meditation. So I sat down into my meditation last night. Oh, Aretha's here. Hey! So we had some crazy thing happen, which is why I'm sitting next to an outlet with my phone plugged in. So anywho, so I sit down in my meditation, and you know, it took a couple of minutes to kind of get my center, and oh yes, love my necklace and earring, don't forget. And I'm just kind of like opening to what energies would like to work with me, you know, or what would one of my guides like to talk with me about, or what do we have to work on. And all of a sudden I'm in this white room. Retha said, OMG, the earrings. Yes. I'm in this white room, and it's like it's alabaster from floor to ceiling, just alabaster floors, alabaster walls, alabaster ceiling. And I'm looking down at myself, and I'm gold, like gold, which is weird. And then there's this energy that's across from me sitting in a chair, and I can tell these people are like, you know, like when you think of ancient Egyptians, but they're outlined in gold. Like they're not filled in, it's just outlines of people in gold. And I can see, you know, the servants, and I can see this pharaoh that I'm talking to. And I'm like, why am I seeing you this way? And he says, because that's remnants of your memory, and that's just how you perceive us with what fragments you have left of us. And I was like, I knew it. I said, I knew I was with you guys before. And he says, no, you've been with us a lot of times before. And so we were having a chit chat, and I said that I've had dreams and meditations that I was Senusret II, which is kind of one of the very, very, very first dynasties, you know, just a few pharaohs in from the beginnings of ancient Egypt. And he was like, he says, well, you weren't just that pharaoh. There was, you know, you were a lot of other things, mostly men, but, and I was like looking down, I was like, oh dude, I am a man. And so we were talking like pharaoh to pharaoh, which was kind of just interesting. And I was, and then I was saying, well, you know, I think that you guys created such awesome structures, the pyramids and all this. And he says, well, he says, there was already an energy to the areas. Because you got to remember, he goes, our culture was a nomadic culture. And we were just kind of roaming the desert, you know, trying to make shelter and basically make house wherever we were. And he says, and we found this place that already had this intense energy. He says, and you got to know, the Sphinx was already there before us. He goes, it's us that put the pharaoh's head on the lion. And he was like, he says, you know, and we built the pyramids and everything that we, anyone else hot? Yeah, I'm sweating, by the way. um, and he's like, he says, you know, we tapped into that energy, we were open to that energy, and that is the energy that helped us create the things that we did. It's just because we were open to it. I mean, he says, yes, we created it, but it's like they were open to spirit, they were open to the energy of the land. And he says, you know, and people idolize our culture for all the wonderful things we did, but he says it's just because that's what we were open to. Uh, Ayami says lightheaded. I'm sorry if I'm like getting you guys all like lightheaded and stuff. She says it's 12 degrees Celsius and she's cooked. Ugh, like it is quite warm. Actually, let me go get my water bottle because, like I've said, I've had to drink a lot of water since yesterday. So let me quickly go grab that because I ran over here trying to plug this in to jump back on and do part 2 of the live chat. So give me just a second. Okay. Woohoo! Oh, you guys dig the bunny slippers back there? Okay, we've got the water. We are good to go. And so I started signing off in my meditation. I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'm gonna go. And he's like, because he was just like chilling in his chair like this, and he's like, he said, you had something else to ask me. What else is on your mind? And I'm like, I said, I've been struggling with this whole thing. I said with, Missy said the bunny slippers are cool. These are my brand new bunnies. But I said, I have had this like crazy experience. I said, I feel like I'm in this like new phase of awakening. Like I said, I just can feel and just know all these things. Hey, Allie, you know, to be true, and I just feel energy differently. And I said, and I can like boom, like scan into a person's body, and I know absolutely like what's wrong. And I said, and it's never been so clear. I said, even with the lady that cleans my teeth, like my hygienist, I saw her a few days ago, and she was like, "Ooh, can you do a body scan on my husband?" And then she was like, I was like, "Sure." So she showed me a picture of him, and then a couple of nights later I like did a quick meditation, like took me like 2 minutes, and I just like scanned his body and said, you know, he had something going on in his large intestine that was causing like acid reflux. And she was like, "Oh my God, that's what he's being treated for right now." And I was like, but it's like so easy, I just know. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I, you know, so I'm talking to this Pharaoh dude, and I'm like, so I can see what's going on. I said, but how come I can't take it away? Or maybe I can take it away, but I just don't know how. You know, and he said, okay. He says, do you know what the most stable object is on Earth? He goes, a pyramid. Hence why we made our pyramids. He goes, we knew they would stand the test of time, right? And he says, so you think it's got a wide base and it comes up to a point at the top. And he goes, in our pyramids, we think, you know, reach towards the heavens, you know, to the sun. He says, and so if you think of your body being a pyramid, or he says you think of a pyramid in your body, he says then you can think of it all coming to a point, and in that point, he says that's where you direct your healing energy. He says, because if you're just trying to send somebody healing energy, and you're just trying to, let's say, okay, let's say my hygienist husband, you know, having something going on with his large intestine, which I think he's, whatever, he's got too much acidity in his diet. But she said, or he said, you know, then instead of just sending healing to that area where your healing could be kind of, your energy is kind of all over the place and there's not a particular point to it, he says, then think of your body as this pyramid that's now directing its energy into that one spot like a focused laser. He says, and that is how you heal. And I was like, whoa. I said, I gotta give that a go. So yeah. I'm gonna try and start practicing with that. But I literally found this out yesterday. Thank you, Allie. She likes the Wally necklace as well. So I was like, okay. So then I went to bed afterwards. And well, actually, after I got out of my meditation, I opened my eyes and I looked over at my clock. It was 11:11 p.m. So then I knew that what I just witnessed was true. So then I went to bed, and I woke up at around 4:30ish a.m. this morning, and I was like, I thought I just had to use the restroom, so I went and used the restroom, and then I came back as they cracking an egg of knowledge all over your head. I've got the yolk of knowledge everywhere, Sean. And so I'm telling you, the answers lie in Egypt for real. Like I'm not kidding. And so then I come back to bed and Wally's with me, and I can hear like a lot of noises in the house, but it doesn't sound like it's coming from spirit, if that makes sense. It just sounds like the house itself is creaking. And I'm like, so I'm laying there and my brain is wide awake, but my eyes are like, they burn, and I'm like, oh my God, I just want to go back to sleep. I just want to go back to sleep. And usually sleep is not a problem for me. Like 2 seconds, I'm dead to the world. But I was like, my brain was racing, and all of a sudden I realized that there was an energy in the room, and it was that female spirit guide that guided me through that whole house clearing, who's been popping up every now and then. Oh, I wrote this down because I didn't want to forget. Okay. Okay, so I was telling her, I was trying to think of this concept. Oh, by the way, this is like everything I was like writing down. It's a lot. It's a lot, you guys. It's a lot. There was a lot going on. And I told her, I said, I can't stop thinking about this pyramid. In my meditation, they're talking about pyramid of healing and this pyramid. And so then she starts talking to me and she says, well, everything in life is like a pyramid. She goes, everything that we should do is triangular. If you want to think of like a one-dimensional pyramid, just seeing the triangle. And she says, when you as a healer, and all healers here on earth, try to create balance, you guys often see two things, like almost like the Two of Pentacles, or even Temperance, where you're seeing like this juggle or balance that you're trying to keep. She goes, and you see it as two when actually it's three things. It's a triangle. And she says, and those three things must be in balance in order for there to be balance in the body, balance in the world, whatever it is that you do with your life or any life that you have. She goes, must have these three things. And she said it was truth, trust, and love. And I was like never lying, like truth. And she says, no, truth and being who you are. Everything you do is authentic to you. You're not doing something to please somebody else. You're everything you do has your signature all over it. Basically, it's your stamp of approval. That is you. Everything that you say is you. Every person that you help you do is because it is you. So that being truth. And she says, and you can't have truth without love, and you can't have love without truth. So that if you're, let's say, I love my little Wally, and I'm truthfully who I am when I'm with him. I'm not trying to put on airs or anything for my cat. I love Wally. He's my little fur baby. And then I trust in myself to take good care of him. So again, there's that trust, and I trust in him that he's not going to hurt me, that he's a loving creature. And so it's that three-sided, it's that triangle, that one can't exist without the other. Angel says he found the way back. Yeah, so you have your trust, your truth, and your love. If one is missing, obviously something's out of balance. Sounds like truth comes when you remove ego and self. Exactly. And so she says, fear and everything like that is when you don't have trust enough in yourself to be your truthful self. Therefore, it's a form of not loving yourself enough, And so I'm having this crazy message, by the way, at like 4:30 this morning, and I'm just like, whoa. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything else. Da, 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 da. Oh, yeah, okay. There was two more things that happened. Next thing, the Native American woman that I'm working with, or Alma, or woman energy, female energy that came in, she says, I want to help you cut your cords. And I was like, okay. So I kind of let my etheric body show me like where all my cords are. And I got some cords here, and I had like a whole bundle of like fiber optic cords coming out of my left leg. And I'm like, okay, that's interesting. So she gave me some scissors, and I'm like, snip, 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 snip. And I snip all the cords. And the cords are just kind of like, woo, now they're snipped. But then they reattach. And I'm like, what the deuce? I was like, I thought when you're supposed to cord cut, they're supposed to go away. And she says, well, they need something to attach to. And I was like, okay. Like, my cords tried to go back in my body. And then like these cords like that I was attaching myself to, like trying to attach to me. By the way, this is all pretty trippy for 4:30 in the morning. She says, New Age Lunatic said, so true, Sean. A long time ago during meditation, I was told to remove my ego eyes and to look with eyes of love. Yeah, all it is like love. So then I'm like, okay. So then I start creating this like steel armor around me. And she's like, that's a good start. And then I make it into an obsidian egg. Like I told you guys, I'm obsessed with egg shapes lately. So then I'm like sitting, my etheric body is sitting in this like egg shaped vehicle. And the cords that were trying to attach to me are now attached to this obsidian egg. And so I try pushing the egg, and then I realize I'm inside the egg, and I'm like, oh, I can float. Duh, I don't need to walk. So then I'm floating this thing, and it's like my intention is to float it with all these cords attached to it now, because it's not attached to me, it's attached to the outside of this obsidian egg. And I'm pushing it out up into the sky, out into the galaxy. And then I said, I need to go to source. So it's like the galaxy opened to this other dimension. And I saw source energy, and I drove this egg right into the middle of source. And the next thing I know, it's like I fell into my bed, and I was back. And the woman who was with me, she's like, good job. That is how you truly get rid of your cords. And so she backed away. Then Archangel Michael came in. I mean, I work with Archangel Michael. He just never shows up like unannounced. It's usually because I've called him in. So he actually just kind of like came in, and I always see him as this like giant purple cylinder of light. And that's how I know angels or archangels to be big angels. And I was like, oh, what's up, Mike? And he's like, he says, show yourself in your true form. And my brain was like, what the deuce are you talking about? But then all of a sudden, my etheric body came out, and I also became a cylinder of light with him, but I was gold and sparkly. And I was just like, whoa, this is so cool. And he says, that's your true form. And I was standing as tall as him, and I was like, this is great. And then I passed out and went to sleep. And that's all I remember. Drinking game word, deuce. Yes, Green Owl. You guys need to take a drink of water every time I say deuce. So yeah, that's been some crazy stuff. When I woke up this morning, I decided to write down the whole procedure on how to use my FERPA. And then I was like, okay, once I'm finished writing it down, I'll go take a shower and then get ready for the live chat and everything. So that's why I jumped on when I did. So yeah, so I feel like oh my gosh, and school's starting on Monday, and I'm like, I don't want to go back to school. I have stuff to work on. But yeah, I want to work with that that pyramid energy, you know, for healing. Yes, Iami is definitely a powerful message. I want to work on what my guide told me about truth and trust and love. I want to incorporate that with the freaking massive energy that's in here. I'm almost curious to open it again, but I don't want to like destroy my phone. So Phones are expensive, people. Allie says it'll be okay before you know it. School will be over. You know, all of us, well, okay, so my guides have been telling me that, Sean said no. I promise I won't open it. No, huge electric bill, yeah, for sure. I'm like, no. It's like $500 electric bill. I'm like, I swear, it wasn't me. But yeah, my guides are like, oh, you know, your last day teaching high school, you know, because, you know, I will be a teacher of some sort, but maybe not high school, will be in like December, January-ish of this year. So like December 2018, January 2019, somewhere in there. And I even got a reading from Ethany who confirmed that, yeah, you know, somewhere around there is when you're going to be leaving there, and then you're going to be able to do your Kittens, Weights, and Tarot full time. And, you know, because along the way, you're going to have some like opportunities to work with people, and you're going to be able to grow your business. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And then, after all this like crazy awakening stuff that I'm having, I mean, I already feel like I was like kind of awake, but now I'm just like, whoa, you ready for it, Green Owl? What the deuce? And so now my guides are telling me that they want to remove me from my job as soon as possible, but they still want me to finish up the year. But they said, you know, that time to kind of finish that, and that way they can put me in a place where I can be of more help to others. You know, not that teaching children is a bad thing. I mean, I think that's freaking awesome. I love there you go, Green Owl. I love like I like working with high schoolers. I like kids, you know, I like coaching. I like all that stuff. But it's just, for me personally, the education system, I don't think has children's best interests and their education in mind. Instructional design, I don't know, maybe. But, you know, I still, you know, on some level, I want to work with kids still, and I want to continue to coach. Like, I don't think I would ever stop coaching. I can't ever see myself stopping that. But, you know, I do feel like I'm being moved to this other path where I'm going to be doing more of like healing based work, and obviously more my tarot reading, because I believe that tarot reading is also a form of healing and counseling. Angel says, I hear ya, the whole educational system, former school teacher here. Yeah, and you know, and so I do believe I will be doing something more along those lines. You know, still basically doing all the stuff that I do here with my channel and with my business, you know, just maybe a little bit more so, or more healing and stuff like that. And then possibly also doing some other things with kids as well, you know, continuing to coach them, and who knows what will come. I mean, you know, I think I'm learning to trust more, because somewhere inside, you know, before I had a long conversation with Bella a few days ago, and I was just like, oh my gosh, you know, the hardest thing for me to do is trust in that little triangle. Trust in the universe, trust that everything is gonna work out okay, because I'm like, well, oh my gosh, you know, and what if I leave my job and things don't work out, and I have bills to pay, and I have a mortgage, and you know, and everything is like just chillax, girl. Everything is gonna be just fine. You know, you are gonna be able, we'll make sure that you're working so that you can pay your bills, like everything's gonna be taken care of. You just need to trust that everything's gonna be taken care of. And I'm like, yeah, but I need to know, you know. Missy says, me too, you know. And so I'm just like, I get really worried, you know, because I need to have everything all structured and like planned out, you know, like, okay, I'm gonna do this and this and this, and then this is what's gonna happen. You know, and that's just kind of how my brain works. And then life always throws me for a loop, but I know that I'm really good at improvising. You know, that's probably what made me a good teacher, is I'm good at improvising when the lesson plan doesn't go as planned. Just like totes chillax, you don't get all crazy cray cray. That's exactly the wording they use, Sean. They said don't get cray cray. And so after last night's meditation and after today, thank you, New Age Lunatic, or this morning, 4:30 a.m. And after taking this out and having my phone did what it did with you guys, and even having you guys feel the energy on that side, wherever you guys are in the States and outside the States. Yeah, I'm like, I feel like I trust more. You know, I know I have to go back to school on Monday, but it's like, it's what I have to do. You know, I just feel like, okay, I am now just being guided. You know, I don't mean to get all serious on you guys, but yeah, I just feel like I'm being guided and I'm trying to trust in that guidance, and I feel like I'm more able to do so. So, yay! So yeah, that's all the craziness kind of going on, and you know what also had been calling to me is I started working with these cards a lot more as well, and kind of ever since, you know, I went to that whole Tutankhamun exhibit, and I think it reawakened my love for everything ancient Egypt. I mean, it's not that I ever stopped loving it, but it's like something about it, not even just the people or the culture or the beautiful items that they made, but there's some energy. Debbie said, what cards? This is the Journey into Egypt Tarot. New Age Lunatic says this deck is everything. This is by Julie Kuchia Watts, and I got deck number 357 out of 1,000. This was not a cheap deck, by the way, so I think it's one of the most expensive decks I own. So I saved up for it, but I just really felt that I needed to have it. So I will show you guys. Those are the backs. And it's not really Rider Waite at all. It's kind of its own system. It's astrology. Green Owl says, I'm lusting after the creator's Mott deck. Oh, yes. That one looks awesome as well. And I'm just feeding poor Sean's addiction over there. Yeah, these cards are awesome. I don't bust them out often because it was so expensive. I'm afraid of damaging it. But I don't know, this past couple of days, I'm like, I need to work with this. And they're huge, by the way. Like, I mean, I don't have basketball player sized hands. I mean, just like, whatever. But they're like large oracle size, and they're pretty thin because they're pretty large, you know, because if they're any thicker, you wouldn't be able to shuffle them. Okay. Belle asks if I have the Mott. I do not, but that is something that I would like to have, perhaps traded someday. Angel says, again, whoa, this is a nice deck. Ooh, that Hermit. New Genetic says, when I use this deck, I'm not like I'm looking at paintings. It's like I'm literally being pulled back in time, and I'm not crazy. You're not crazy, girl. Green Owl says Sean's gonna need more shelf space. That is true. Bella says she'll send me. Oh, Bella! Oh my gosh, you were so sweet. Thank you. Are you serious? You really don't have to. I mean, you really don't have to. But that, oh my gosh, this would be really sweet. Thank you. So yeah. Well, let me see. I want to try this pyramid energy with you guys, but like, you have like 3 copies. Good Lord. That's awesome. I know they were saying, you know, like if you're going to heal something, it's like a laser. So if I'm going to use or try out this, because I'm trying it out with you guys for the first time. I mean, I just literally learned about all this yesterday or last night. So I haven't had a chance to try it out, but I figured since I'm on a live chat with, it looks like 13 of you in here, I don't think I could just like send this pyramid energy out and then it's like whoever it lands on, because if it's a very directed energy, because you can obviously know I like to end with my healings, right? And a lot of you guys feel like the tinglies, that's kind of like a dispersed healing. It goes to everybody. But if pyramid energy, and I guess that's just what I'm going to call it, is more directed towards something, then I want to maybe ask one of you guys if you don't mind me trying it on something, like if you actually have some sort of ailment going on. um, Trying it here. I mean, Bella says, hi, my name is Bella and I am a tarot addict. Hi, Bella. Me too. Sean says, go for it. Let's see what happens. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, okay. All right then. Does anybody want to be my guinea pig? I mean, if you actually have something wrong. I mean, don't be all like in perfect health, because then I don't know what I'm directing my laser at. Okay. Anybody want to be the guinea pig? Hello, nice to meet you, Bella. My name is Allie, and I am a tarot addict too. I'm so glad we can all come together in our 12-step tarot program. Debbie says me. Bella says you can use me. Okay. Let's do 2 and we'll see how it works. So we'll go Debbie first and then we'll go Bella. So Debbie, like, don't tell me what's wrong. I want to try and do my body scan and then give me some feedback on that, and then I will try to do a little bit of pyramid energy. And then Bella, we've already spoken, so I know, you know, kind of what's going on. And then I'll try to do some, you know, energy towards you too. Okay, so here you go, you guys. And then afterwards, ladies, if you don't mind giving me some feedback, like what did you feel, if you felt anything at all. Like don't lie just to, you know, make me feel good about myself, because if I'm not doing something correctly, you know, this is where I get to like practice and learn, so that I can really, because I really truly like desire to help others. Okay, so here we go. We'll go Debbie first, and I'm just going to do a little scan, if you don't mind. Okay, so Debbie, my heart did skip, which shows that there, like I said, that's my signal now, I guess, when something really needs healing and clearing. Okay, evening also, pleased to catch the live chat. Hey, Susan. Okay, got your link from Allie, and hello, hey, Kelly. Okay, so Debbie, what I was seeing, first it was like, almost like a doubled over, but crying, and it seemed like it was really hard to breathe. And then in one of my ears, it seemed like there was something wrong with my ear, and there was something wrong with around my hip area. So Debbie, let me know if any of that makes sense. So yeah, there was something about my breathing being doubled over, and then there was my ear, and there's something around my hip area. And then we'll focus on one of those things. And I'll take some water because it's getting hot again. Okay, sorry, I was like, is my watch acting up too? So yeah, so Debbie, just let me know if any of that resonates. And then I could try to do, okay, so she said yes. Okay. Let's see, there was something I forgot to tell you. So see if you can sense it. It's hurting today and it's in the upper body. Okay. So Debbie, I would like to focus on the ear. So here we go. I haven't tried this out before, but here we go. Actually, for some reason, I feel like I have to hold this. I'm not going to show you guys, but obviously I don't want to take my electric bill for a ride. Okay. Woo-wee. Okay, and okay. Okay, wee. Okay. Give me a second. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go back and look at what you guys said. While I get my marbles back in order. Kelly's like, if you need another guinea pig, you can use me. Retha, I'd love to be a guinea pig too. Slapping the thumb. There was a lot of help here. Okay. Okay, so Debbie, I just did it very quickly. I did a very condensed version, although I feel like there's like a whole thing I should be doing. Yeah, so in my very condensed version, like, let me know if there was anything you felt. I mean, I know for me, like, I really felt like there was a lack of oxygen to my brain. Whew, a little shaky too. But yeah, like, any sensations or feelings around your body or around the room, or any thoughts come to mind, any words, any colors, just let me know. And I got, woo! You guys, I'm like goosebumping. Bella says you can do mine later if you want. Sure. Whew, gonna need a lot more water. You guys, that really does take a lot out. This whole like working with pyramid, that's a whole nother level. Whoa. So we'll give Debbie some time to pelican-sized bumps. Yes. Not just goose, pelican. Whew. Okay, yeah. It says, you're amazing. She has to go. So glad to make it today. Thank you so much, Ayami. Retha says, pyramids are such a sacred shape. It's so powerful. It really is. It was, well, water is good for me. Yes, Missy. Wee. I'm like trying to talk. I'm like, bad. Okay, ground in the energy. Okay, okay, alrighty. Okay. Bella, yes, I would like to, let's see, Green says, are you working from a square base or equilateral triangular base? Square. You said crying. Yes, I was crying when you did the first reading on me. So, Debbie, what I decided to do is, for some reason, I was really like preoccupied with your ear. So I was sending a lot of that energy just towards the ear for some reason. But then when I felt like it was time to let go, I let go. B says, I knew you would say square base. Yes, there's something on my ear and I'm afraid to go to the doctor. I would definitely go to the doctor. And okay, so Debbie, I have to, okay. I have to tell you guys this dream. I don't remember all parts of the dream. I just remember the part just before I woke up because I woke up a little scared. Go to the doctor, hun, better safe than sorry. Yes, definitely go to the doctor. You know, I mean, I think the worst part is when you don't know what's wrong and you're just hoping something, you know, isn't wrong. But it's better just to know. So I always advocate going to the doctor, yes. I'm gonna put this thing in its little box for a moment. There we go. But in my dream, Debbie says, thank you. You're welcome. I was sitting in this room and it was like, gosh, what else was going on in the dream? It was like I was in a Tibetan temple, kind of, and I don't really know how I got there. Retha says, yes, worrying is probably worse than whatever it is. I need to go to the doctor. So why don't we both go? There you guys go. Definitely. And I was working on somebody, and there was this person I was trying to heal in my dream, and there was something wrong with their ear. And I was trying my hardest to pull this like black energy from their ear, but the moment I did, my left ear started burning up, and it's like I went deaf in my left ear, and all of a sudden, like, no, and I started freaking out, and there was a person or a thing or an energy behind me that was like whispering, and somebody had a recorder, and they're like, oh, we caught the recording of the spirit, and the spirit was laughing at me, and it was mocking me, and it was saying I you know, and like it was making me deaf in my left ear, and I was like, no, and I didn't know how to get it to stop, and it felt like there was just like a muff like over my ear, just like and my ear felt like hot and big. New Age Lunatic says, I can walk down pitch black alleyways, don't mind being jumped, but spirit by spirit, but won't go to the doctor. Isn't that how it is with like us? We're like fear the doctor more than any crazy thing we can think of in the universe. But anyway, all of a sudden I felt like saying like Christ power or something. I'm not like a huge like, I mean, I work with like Jesus energy sometimes, like with in cooperation with Shiva and Ganesha, like I use them as a trio, like a triangle. And I was calling on Jesus. I was like, Christ. I was like the Christ. I kept repeating the Christ energy compels you or something. And I was trying to chant that to get this thing out of my ear. And I woke up mid-sentence. I was like, Jesus, or like Christ compels you. I was like, and I felt kind of like weird, like there was stuff in the room. But then I was like, I'm always like, this is my house. I will not be scared in my own home. So I did a lot of just like pushing this white light out into my room, and then everything was like cool again. And I was like, sweet. So anyway, so Debbie, I just thought I'd share that with you because I don't know, like it was talking about your ear and then having that weird dream. um, Missy says she's scared to go to the doctor too. Sean says getting attacked by a demon. Meh. Going to the doc. No. Green Alice says just remember most doctors are just the mathletes from high school. That's awesome. So yeah. Okay. Let's do one more person because I think that takes really a lot out of me, you guys. I don't mind doing my healing at the end because that's just kind of a dispersion of energy, but this working with the whole like pyramid thing is just it's a little bit different. So let me just scroll back because there were people that didn't mind being guinea pigs. And Bella, I would like to kind of see if I could do my whole thing like with you later as a thank you for gifting me your deck. Kelly Kelly says just saying if you need another guinea pig you can use me. Okay, so let's see, Kelly, are you still in the room, so to speak? Ali says weird how the meditation humming chanting sounds turned into lawnmower sounds. Yeah, next door is getting their lawn trimmed. So Debbie, you are so welcome. Okay, so Kelly, you still are here. Okay, Kelly, I'm gonna do a little bit of just a body scan and we'll see what's what. Okay, Sean says KTEL Records presents relaxing lawn care relaxation sounds. Yes, meditation sounds. Ah, the sound of the lawnmower. Okay, Kelly, what I was seeing, because I almost see it's like everybody's like in a, like I could see x-ray, like CAT scan. And it was like you were going like this, and I saw like red in the elbow and like red in the shoulder, and it was like you were trying to work out the kink or whatever was in the shoulder. But I kept seeing for Kelly like here and here, so like shoulder and elbow, if that makes sense. So let me know. And it seemed like there was some other minor areas, but this was more of the reddish. Yeah, just so yes, Kelly, let me know if that's anywhere near. So that wasn't you. Wonder who that was then, because I kept seeing somebody going like this. Okay, well then I'll try one more time with you. Where else is red? For this person, Missy says she's been having elbow problems. It showed up here first, and then it showed up here red. So like the major red area was here, and then it was here. Okay, let me tap in a little bit more. Okay. Oh, somebody else come in. Oh, Crystal Lotus is here. Hey. Um, Missy says she broke her elbow and she has tennis elbow in the other. Oh my goodness. Okay. The major area was the elbow, followed by the shoulder, followed by, and this has to be a female, because I was seeing lady parts, mysterious lady parts, but like they're like major cramping down there, but almost like something is wrong with like the female cycle. Um, so I don't know who that is. Kelly says lady parts for sure. Sean says, oh wow, yeah, it was that, but I also saw the shoulder and elbow. So I don't know if I'm combining two people together or if that then is just one person. Like I said, I'm practicing, you guys. I'm not the guru yet. I'm the student. Allie has shoulder issues. Maybe it's all three of you guys. It's Allie, Missy, and Kelly. You guys all have the E sound at the end. I was just thinking. Any hit on the collar area? So you're picking up all our energy. Bella says, okay, gotta run. Have a great weekend, everyone. Bella, I will contact you later. No problem. New Age in the text says, my lady parts are good. So yeah, maybe it's, maybe I bested you guys all together. That is interesting. Well then, okay, I'm gonna try something new then, with my little pyramid energy. Because it's three people, and I'm thinking of the triangle. And oddly, you guys all have that sound, that like E sound at the end. It was Missy, Kelly, and Allie. Maybe the energies have meshed. You want me to tell you about what's wrong? No, I'll just focus in that area then. So for all you guys, I'm just gonna focus in the areas. So Missy, I think you were talking about tennis elbow. Kelly, you said lady parts, and then Allie, you said like shoulder area, I think. So I'm going to put your three energies then together and see what I can do. Okay, that's gonna need more water. Okay, we could do this. And I'm so grateful that you guys are allowing me to practice. I'm really grateful you guys don't mind. Okay. Sorry, sitting on this stuff over here. Okay. Oi. 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 Ooh. Okay. That was trippy and different. So I was imagining you three ladies, one of you at each point on a triangle. And I started with the shoulder first. Then I went to the next point in the triangle, which was elbow. Then I went to the next point in the triangle, which was lady parts. And then I tried to fill with like bright white and pink energy, like filling it with love, those areas. Whew. So ladies, if you don't mind letting me know, like, if there was anything you felt or any images came to mind, any colors came to mind, anything that you were physically feeling, any temperatures, or nothing at all. You could tell me nothing at all. Okay, and again, I'm going to put my lovely object back in the box. Okay, there we go. Whoo! Okay, New Age Lunatic said, whoa. Whoa for sure. Okay. Get some water. Ugh. Definitely gonna do a cleanse afterwards. What happened to my sunshiny skies? It's all overcast now. Ugh. I'm like hot and sweaty, but I'm like goosebumpy. Oh, good Lord. All right, so Kelly, Allie, and Missy, just let me know anything that was going on. So again, Kelly says, I felt a slight cramping, warming sensation in a said area. Okay. I'm just catching myself here. Allie says, well, I felt your mega energy as I always do and got ostrich bumps. So, okay, so you guys are feeling something over there. Okay, okay. Alrighty, so while I'm looking at my cards and you guys are filling me in, I'm going to use these cards here to then ask about Allie's energy first. I think Allie was shoulder. So like how that, what's going on in that area currently. And then we'll pull one for Missy and the elbow, or elbows. She got tennis elbow. Sean says, I think it just takes practice working with a new tool. I think it does. I mean, that was literally the first times I've used it. Excuse me. So it's definitely something I'm really looking forward to working with more because, excuse me, I can tell it has a powerful energy. It seems like it's toned down because I feel like my energy is like attuning to it. So it's not like knocking me over, but now I'm knocking myself over with my own energy. Okay, and then this one is for Kelly. Okay. So Allie, shoulder. We have Queen of Coins, full moon in Cancer. Missy Silas said she felt a twitch in her elbow. Allie says, if anyone has what it takes, you sure do. Thank you so much. Okay, so Allie, this was for your shoulder. So you got Queen of Coins here. I'm trying to, there we go, get the reflection out of there. So I'm getting that, well, it looks like I did some good juju there. So there was some good stuff happening. Maybe not totally healed right now, but it looks like I did some good stuff. Hey! Thank you, Green Owl. Give me props. The next person I said was Missy. and our tennis elbow. And you said it was 2 elbows. Well, it's 2 of cups. It says third 10 days of the full moon cycle in Aquarius. So Missy, that's your card. So perhaps forging a new relationship with those 2 elbows, 2 elbows, 2 of cups. I think I dig that. I like it. So it looks like some good stuff was sent to you guys. And then the last person was Kelly, Mysterious Lady Parts. Interesting. It says the World Central card. But here we have, you know, and this is almost like, you know, inside of the mother, and slap that thumb like it owes you money. Thank you, Sean. And he has the umbilical cord being connected to Nut, who is like the sky goddess or the night goddess in Egyptian mythology. And so you see her here, and then you see like her son being connected to her. Kelly says, it's quite easy to pick up on several people at once when you start out, so you're doing fine. Thank you. Yeah, I was like, but this is good. You know, I like being able to get feedback from you guys so that I'm not all like, yeah, I'm doing something good, you know, because if I'm not, you know, I want to be able to hone this, and I do want the feedback. And it's like, if I'm picking up several energies at once, then, you know, good. I want to know that it's not like, you know, so then I know that maybe when I'm looking, I think I'm looking into one person, then maybe in my own mind, how can I try and get myself to differentiate that this is actually a few different energies and not the same person. So yeah, I think this is really good practice for me. And like, you know, many of the greats have said in the past that, you know, you would, you never get better without making mistakes. So you need to stumble, you need to make mistakes, you need to find out what's wrong, because we don't grow from being perfect all the time. So I, you know, I really embrace that in myself, where, you know, I am such not a perfect person. So I like to think that I grow from, you know, mistakes or not doing everything perfectly, so that I can, you know, really do things really well someday. So I'm thankful to you 3 ladies for allowing me to kind of practice a little on you guys. Obviously, this is going to be a long practice. New Age Lunatic says, if you'd like to grab a healing salve, yes, go to my Etsy shop. Kelly says it's also easier when they are face-to-face rather than long distance. Yes, you know, but I like practicing both, you know, because, you know, especially since I have an Etsy shop and I do like long distance healings, and, you know, I do readings oftentimes for people who aren't there. I like being able to try and just feel out people's energy instead of, you know, but I like having people in front of me, of course, too, you know, where, you know, they're there. And obviously it's a lot easier then to tap in, but I like being able to, of all the energies out there, trying to like grab onto the one that is yours. You know, I think that's pretty cool. Allie, you are very welcome. Greenhouse says that salve in the fridge rocks as an eye balm, nice and cooling. I do. I put my healing salve underneath my eyes. I'm not gonna buy like under eye cream from anybody else anymore. If I can make my own cream, like, heck yeah. New Age Lunatic says she popped the link up there, but some crazy thing is happening and I don't think it's showing. Okay, my Etsy shop is etsy.com/shop/kittenswaitstarot. Or you can go to www.kittenswaitsandtarot.com, and either one, well, the website will take you to the Etsy shop, and or you just go directly to the Etsy shop. So etsy.com/shop/kittenswaitstarot. Pixie Dust says, I hate Mercury retrograde so much. So many crazy things are happening. Okay, well, gosh, I wanted to pull a card for each of you guys, but I don't think I have the energy to do so, because kind of sending out all the healing stuff. Pixie Dust says, yeah, my PC just keeps blue screening. Ugh, weird energies out there for sure. yeah, it took a lot of my juju. Why am I shoved into a corner? Because for the first live chat, when I brought out my special tool, it shut down my phone and sucked 100% of the juice because it was at 100%, and I'm plugged into the outlet over here. So I'm keeping my, yeah, that's why I'm shoved in a corner, and that's why it's not a beautiful background. I'm sorry. New Age Lunatic says it's been amazing. Thank you. So I want to send you guys off with my regular general healing that I normally do. Nobody puts baby in a corner. But yeah, I will. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm gonna hold off on doing the one card readings just today, just because I didn't realize that me trying that new healing type energy was gonna take as much out of me as it did. So yeah, I will do my general healing then. Unless there's any other like questions you guys have or comments. I think I addressed everything I wanted to hit on today. Did I get to all my crazy stories? I think I did. Greenhouse says, Tara, go eat cheese cubes and power up. I was just thinking that. I was like, well, when I get off the live chat, I'm going to go straight downstairs and go have some cheese. Green Owl has read my mind. Oh, I know what I wanted to do, but I don't think we have time today. We come here for you. Thank you, New Age Lunatic. Sean says, I'm good. I think you need rest. So, okay. And then, what was Kelly? Kelly says, just to let you know, my issue is I've been diagnosed with uterine cancer. Oh, I'm so sorry, Kelly. I'm really sorry to hear that. And so, okay. Kelly, I'm going to keep you in mind. Give me just a moment. Okay, so later on, because our friend Bella, who's already signed off, has some major health issues, much like you, Kelly, then, you know, because I want to try and do a full, like, really focused healing, and I promised Bella I would do one. I have time today, so Kelly, I will do one for you as well. So, you know, I look out for all you guys. You guys are my peeps, and I want you guys all to be healthy and well. So yes, I'm going to be working with then Bella and Kelly today. So later on today, I'll probably eat lunch first, and I'll probably work on Bella first, and then maybe Kelly, perhaps you later today, or maybe earlier this evening. But I'm going to try to do my full thing that in my head, like kind of what I feel like I should do when it comes to a healing. Kelly says, I was just going to say good job on the pulling of that card. You're welcome. Well then, yeah, that's very, very, okay. So Kelly, I got you, girl. I'm going to try my best to help you. I mean, that's all we can do, right? I try my best, and it's all coming from a place of love, because I love each and every one of you, even if I've never met probably most of you. It doesn't matter, because, you know, we're all connected. What affects one of us affects all of us. So if I try to heal one of you, hopefully it helps to heal all of you. So Retha says, Kelly should try working with Smoky Quartz. It absorbs and transmutes energy. It worked a miracle for my husband. Oh, wow. Kelly says, thanks, guys, but I know everything will be okay. I have positive energy about it. Kelly, you know, I feel good about it, too. I didn't feel like any... Like, usually when somebody tells me something, there's a feeling that I get where I just know kind of the outcome of something. And for Kelly, I feel like everything's going to be okay, you know, and that's not just to placate things. You know, I really, truly do think everything's going to be okay, but it doesn't hurt for me to try and help send you some love too. So before you guys all leave today, you know, you know, what the hey, like, you know, while you guys are going about your day, just try and think of, you know, maybe even if you don't know of all the names of the people in this chat or in our community, just the intention of like, hey, I just want to put a little love blast out there for everybody. And I think that if each of us do that today, I don't know, it's good to have a little love in the air for us to put a little love out there. So yeah, if you guys, you know, once today going about your day, just put a little love blast and just, you know, put the intention that this goes out to, you know, all your spiritual homes out there and abroad, and, you know, and yeah, just fill that energy with your guys' love and kindness, because you guys rock. Debbie's sending all her love and prayers to everyone here. Retha says, yes, Kelly, that's the key. Keep your energy high and positive. Best medicine. Yes, it is. Alrighty, so I'm lucky it's where it's at. If it was somewhere else, it would be a lot scarier. Well, see, that's good. Good. And it seems like you've got the positivity, so that's excellent. Okay, so I am going to actually pull a card, and that's going to be the energy that I'm going to pull from to send to you guys as I sign off. So Missy's sending the positive vibes. Allie, you are very welcome. And yes, bright blessings to everyone. Okay, so what's the energy I'm going to be pulling from? I'm just going to send you guys all off with a nice little healing. Oh, for our next live chat, and remind me if I forget, but when I did my giveaway and I asked for videos that people would be interested in, there were a lot of people that were asking me to like describe how I send out like my healing energy, like what does that look like for me, how do I ground myself, what energies am I working with. So I want to do like maybe a little mini how-to, because that is something I know how to do. I know how to at least send like good juju out, you know, at least I know I'm good at that. So I want to maybe like do a little how-to with you guys, and maybe tell me how you guys do your thing, you know, because everybody does their thing differently. And oh, that's what I wanted to tell you guys. And let me go back and make sure I'm looking. Kelly's looking forward to more of the streams. Crystal Lotus says that would be great. I love Sean's play on words. You can't wait. But okay, this is something that like my guides and everything have been telling me like to do. I really truly want to do a meetup or retreat in the summertime. And I have a particular place that I would like to have it at, where it would have like, and it's not expensive, you know, it's got like 3 meals a day, it's got the lodging, it's got beautiful hiking trail, it's in nature, and it's gorgeous. It's they have 3 different types of camps in like 3 different areas in San Diego. One of them is actually where I had my 6th grade camp and I just thought it was beautiful, and it's always stuck with me. But I would love to do something like that, and I'm just wondering if you guys would be interested in doing something like that, and like how much you would mind like paying, you know, because I know you guys aren't all in California. Like what is people's price ranges? I mean, you don't have to tell me here, but like if you wanted to email me, and I want to like make a video where I go into more detail and I kind of want to show those places, because I really do want to do like a healing retreat. Like this is just something I feel like I'm called to do, and it's like, and I don't know, I mean, I started looking into it, like how do I set up like reservations for that, and how do I, you know, then like charge prices, and like, you know, and try to figure out. So that I'm trying to learn how to do. But I really feel like I want to get people together, and I'm not thinking like hundreds of people would come out. I'm like, hey, if only like 5 or 6 people showed up, you know, I'm going to give those 5 or 6 people like the best love and healing that I could give them. And like I want to do like maybe a couple of classes, and like maybe we would do this for like 2 days or 3-day retreat, or you know, just something short, so it wouldn't be like too expensive, or maybe even like a 1 day if you guys want to do that. But you know, if you're flying in from somewhere or driving from somewhere far, then maybe like a 2 or 3 day. But yeah, I was thinking around the summertime. I get out of school June 4th. and then I won't go back till mid-August. So yeah, if you guys are interested, email me, tara@kittensweightsandtarot.com, but I'll make a video about it, and then that way, you know, we can chit chat. And also on my Patreon page, patreon.com/kittensweightsandtarot. Like, I can't even think. I want to put up, like, you know, pictures and just like kind of get feedback from my Patreon community so they can kind of help me out too. Sean says, would be cool. I'll see if I can make that happen. Like that, I think that would be like really awesome. You know, I just really feel like that's something I'm supposed to do. And hey, maybe just 2 people show up, and that's okay, because those 2 people are gonna get everything I can give. So, so anyway, that I just want to throw out there. Anywho, okay, so back to pulling that card. Whoa, that's quite the card. It's the Prince of Swords and says Midnight Nader. But check out this Prince of Swords. He's got a dude's head. So perhaps cutting the heads off of the things that ail us, you know, whether that is a physical ailment or toxic environments, cutting the cords, things that no longer serve us. That's going to be the energy that I'm putting out to you guys. I like that. Cutting the heads off of things that you guys don't need anymore. Okay. Here we go. Alrighty, you guys. Whee! That's a different energy. Wow, that's a different type of woohoo. Yeah, what I was doing earlier was definitely different than this type of energy that I send you guys. So I wish you all a beautiful, wonderful Saturday. Sean still has his head. He's double checked. Yeah, and Green Owl, I will have my cheese, my glorious cheese after this. And yeah, and just remember that Bella and Kelly, I'm going to be taking some time out to do a special little session for you guys. I got love for all my homies. I got to keep you guys all nice and healthy. That's my job. Angel said, nice card message. Thanks for the good vibes. Great day to all. Paz y amor. Yes. Peace and love to everybody. Yay! So I will catch you spiritual homies later, and I got lots of awesome videos lined up for you guys already for next week. I have a deck review of the Cat Row Pookie Cat tarot cards tomorrow. Monday is the March faves. Tuesday is a VR to Miss Tracy 2. And then I have like a my crystal haul, and then there's like 2 spirit box sessions for you guys. So I have taken those suggestions to heart, everybody that was in the giveaway and wanted to give me suggestions on videos, and at any time, if you guys ever want to give me suggestions, in the future, I want to do actually a Q&A where you guys leave a bunch of questions, and then I'll do like a video where I give my answers to those questions, or the best I can. And I also want to do like interviews. So like, you know, and I saw that Imogene Walters is doing it on Instagram now, where, you know, it'll have like her and the person that she's interviewing or talking to on the like Instagram live, and then you can save that video and you can put it here on YouTube. So I'm thinking, you know, if I don't figure out this technology of how to do like a interview here, that I could do that on Instagram. So yeah, I would love to, like, you know, interview you guys, you know, and have a little chit chat and then put it on here. So yes, a nosy Q&A. So yeah, that's something I want to do too. So lots of good stuff. I thank you all for coming. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I'm so grateful that people actually come out and hang out with me in these live chats, and I am thankful for all the people that allowed me to practice something that I'm not obviously very good at yet, practicing that pyramidal energy. And I'll have to work with that FERPA, and obviously now I know it doesn't want to be on camera. It didn't have to shut down my camera, but yeah, so you guys have a wonderful Saturday. Peace, love, and chicken grease to everyone. And peace out.